I get rope in. My grandfather raised from the grave when he had 2.5 million for a rope. Luther Roberts from Tobago. Either half Tobagonian Douglas. So the rope me in here today. I'm telling you, I get rope into the virtual. But the longest rope have an end. We go give the PNM enough rope to hang themselves. We go play rope-a-dope with Rowley. And let me tell you, long rope for MAGA goat in Tobago. Because the Tobago economy is like a MAGA goat under the PNM. They shut down everything. The only thing that Tobagonian have is a salary from the THA. Now, goat normally represents the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali, some of these greats, Michael Jordan, Pele. Men call it Messi, no, he can't fit in there yet. But in Trinidad and Tobago now, GOAT stand for, under the PNM, government only assists thieves. That is GOAT. The PNM has transformed the fatted calf of the Tobago economy into a MAGA GOAT. But why cheat? Right now they're playing politics. They say Kamala in Tobago. Kamala is Watson Duke. Watson Duke is a Francoman, black African Tobagonian, born, bred Wasserman. How Kamala come in that? All you leave the lady out all the mouth. They put in a poster, Kamala and PDP. PDP is black and green, we is yellow. Kamala in Trinidad, that Tobago. All you calling Kamala name, all you can't do nothing without Kamala. Well, it's best you come out and leave Kamala to go back and be Prime Minister. But I don't understand this. You in charge of Tobago so long, since 2003, $32 billion. All you say is PNM country, Tobago is all your country, and all you could try to do to win an election is to cheat. They like Justin Gatlin taking steroids to beat Usain Bolt, but go still get licks because cheaters never prosper. They like Brian Lara, the king, the batsman, when he out, he don't even wait for the finger, he just walk out. Class is class. As opposed to Steve Smith, the Australian, who want to take thing to dig up ball and so on. Rowley, he look like when he playing cricket, he just had to dig up ball. It might be like Kamala versus Rowley. Kamala does go election and tell you children life fund, hospital, medicine, oncology drugs, 106 school, sporting stadium, aquatic center, textbooks, tell you about children, food, differently abled, across the board, Burgesses, local government, you're hearing it, that Kamala record. Rowley come to say, boy, I get some piece of paper, and they say, boy, them people try to kill a journalist. And I get a small pin to defend me, and now he's the super small pin. Why you have to cheat? If you good, say what you do, Rowley. Tell Tobago what you do. Don't tell them you're black and you're from Mason Hall by way of Lekoto and you put thing on Manning. Don't tell them that. Tell them what all you do with the 32 billion. Because nothing working in Tobago. But I don't understand what the PNM talking about, you know. Because just a few weeks ago in the Hansard, all the MPs here go tell you, each and every PNM, from Rowley to Ikepax, boy pin, small pin, coming to tell you the UNC is disrespectful to the country of Trinidad and Tobago because the UNC only put 39 candidates in Trinidad and they ignore Tobago, they disrespect Tobago. There is no country called Trinidad. There is only Trinidad and Tobago, and the PNM is Trinidad and Tobago. That's what them just say on the answer. Now they're under pressure. They ball Kamala in the Tobago election with PDP. Make up all your mind. Like all you not only MAGA buying rope for MAGA goat, all you bipolar too. So they come now to talk race. That's the only thing them could win with. Race in Tobago. They're trying to bring Kamala in it to make Watson Duke look like he's an Indian. Because now, in the only way Rowley could win the election, because he's so incompetent, so corrupt, and the worst prime minister in the history of the Caribbean and the Commonwealth. The only thing he could pretend to people is, boy, I as a black man, so vote for me. But Watson Duke is a black man. So all you handle all your story in Tobago. Because right here, we have 5 electoral districts in Trinidad to win. And we have 5 winning candidates. It are no safe seat for PNM. Down in Diego Martin, where that clown come out from who calling woman bat. Like he just gone and follow his leader. No respect for woman. That man disrespecting woman since 1969. A teacher making child inside and outside, but telling we that we must not vote for PDP because them connected to the UNC on the outside. So keep the PNM family inside, everything good. But one problem with that, Rowley, you have inside children who have exemption and your outside children outside without exemption. So who is to take you on? If you treating your own children so, how you go treat Tobagonians? When you talk about Kamala Persad-Bissessar as Prime Minister, she treat Tobago with respect. We don't have to talk that. The record is there. She brings Tobago self-governance bill and debate it in the parliament. Rowley 5 years there and come a second term based on no observers and a EBC, niece of a minister who he sit down there and pay for medical for across the board to keep him alive. All of them getting sick. Well, good thing they have plenty of all your money because other than that, oh God, the cabinet go be empty. Kamala Persad-Bissessar bring self-governance bill for Tobago. Rowley do nothing. Kamala Persad-Bissessar had the sea bridge moving smooth. So much so she never even take praise for it. She didn't even put it in her accomplishment because she thought that is run-of-the-mill. That is not run-of-the-mill. Now when Tobagonian had to, under the PNM and Rowley, had to put banana and stand on the back and swim across the Tobago when they had barge and everything shut down. When they send home the Canadians and they bring Bridgman's crooked money still running 158 million and counting. Rowley said crooked, but the only reason the crooked money jump out the treasury is because Rowley, with small pin at the side in Tobago, approved the Charter Party agreement 3 years ago on the phone. So leave we out, leave Kamala out, all your business. Deal with PDP, deal with Watson Duke, Tobago, all your please. In the history of Trinidad and Tobago, Tobago has led the way. Tobago, the UNC in Trinidad is saying, we need your help, please. Start the ball rolling. Start the snowball rolling down Mount Everest. Beat the PNM, PDP, beat them there so that Tobago will show Trinidad what we have to do to save our country. We are suffering across the board. We are at the hands of monsters and it's getting worse. Well, let me move on quick, because they tell me rush. I now get a thing I asked Franklin Khan in the Senate a few weeks ago, but Franklin Khan, all you follow me quickly, where the money for the gas, all you buy gas from Venezuela, Wilmer Ruperti, PDVSA, Delcy, Maduro. All you buy gas from them. And we didn't know where the invoice dated after Paria said that they get payment. Franklin Khan couldn't answer, so they say they give him a chance to give an assurance. Hear what Franklin Khan and the PNM say now about that. Remember I showed y'all that the invoice that they laid in Parliament had First Citizens Bank as being the bank where the money was to be deposited. But Paria said the money was deposited in an RBC bank. So I ask all you, how the foreigner them know that Paria even have a RBC bank account? They come and they answer and they say, well, they had a pro forma invoice on April 8th that had the correct RBC account. Paria said the money went in the account from Deutsche Bank on April 15th. But then they did a next invoice on the 27th and they made an error. They put the wrong bank account. Well, let me ask all you this PNM, since all you're so bright, all you're lying so much, you're tying up yourself with all that $2 million rope, $2.5 million rope. If you corrected the invoice on the 27th, which was made 12 days after the payment was received, why you lay in Parliament 53 days later the wrong invoice? You see the problem? PNM, I don't know about all you know. All you say, all you correct it. But you come and lay in Parliament the invoice with the mistake. Well, we go deal with that. We're moving right along. I ain't dealing with that now. Maduro and Rowley quickly. Because you all don't understand Trinidad and Tobago. Foreign affairs is going to impact this country. We're feeling the pain across the board from no foreign exchange, no foreign direct investment, no jobs, no school. Our children don't have laptops, no connectivity, pothole, no water. Now we have no money to clean latrine. Imagine in 2021, we discussing a policy in Trinidad and Tobago to dig out from the latrine. Some of them in the cabinet should go down in the latrine and we should cover it up. This is 2021. We're supposed to be discussing innovation, creativity, new green energy, jobs, money, investment, great gas, more refinery products. We talking latrine under the PNM. But Maduro, Rowley's best friend, they just found in Switzerland $10 billion US of Venezuelan money that Maduro and his friends have in 30 banks and 150 accounts. I want to know who other friends are there have money in Switzerland, because we know Maduro has some friends in Trinidad. Them just come in without exemption, land on private sanctioned jet, and only Kamala come and show we the form. And then we know, and immigration officers get thrown out from the access to the computer. I wonder if any of them friends local, Trinitario, the friends of Maduro, name out there in Switzerland. We go find out, because it's $10 billion US found. But there's a problem brewing again with Guyana. And Keith Christopher Rowley has Trinidad and Tobago on the wrong side of the argument. But now he's sitting as the chair of CARICOM, but he switched the side for CARICOM. So he's supporting Maduro as Trinidad and Tobago, but fighting Maduro as CARICOM. The men confused, they have no policy, but we are going to suffer because the European Parliament has condemned Maduro for his acts against humanity. Maduro now, today, sent to Brazil because the Brazilian president is siding with Canada, the USA, with Europe, with our trading partners, whose side we should be on. Maduro, who people suffering and running all over, they say 7 million more going to leave and come. Another 100,000 due to come into Trinidad and Tobago in the open porous borders because small pins studying to procure and not studying to do the work. They come in here. Maduro send oxygen to Brazil to make a political point while his people have no food and running away. And that is who Rowley endorsed. He attacked USA, attacked Europe, attacked the US, attacked General Secretary to support a narco trafficker, indicted corruption drug trafficker, and then telling all you that don't vote Kamala and PDP in Tobago. All you vote out Rowley. The country is sinking. We are in a desperate situation and the joke is over. The media must talk the truth. They're now talking about COVID. We dying all over. COVID coming in on Kobo. Everything shutting down. You the people must save us. Vote UNC. We have 5 by-elections. Vote it in Trinidad and get rid of the PNM over there. Anything better than Rowley and his MAGA goat. Blessings.
Sing this song.